Well, good evening. Once again, I'm playing that magnificent game where I have to check and make sure that everything is actually working out right. Um, and I'm not entirely sure of that, so hold on. Oh, yep. Sounds like my voice is coming through. Um, and I have the chat open. Excuse me. And got it posted on Reddit. And got it posted in the Discord. Man, I am on my game tonight. Yeah. 7 p.m. and I am ready to go. So, if you are just joining now in the chat, welcome. Feel free to say anything in the YouTube chat. I will try to respond to it as I see it. Last week, we left off with I finally finished Kirby after 4 or 5 streams, which, hey, kind of longer than you tend to expect from a Kirby game, but I'm not complaining. It was a darn good game. So I kind of left off, okay, what am I going to do this week? I decided this week I am going to be kind of going in line with the theme that I had for this week's reviews on the eShopperReviews subreddit, and we are focusing specifically on puzzle games. Now, earlier, I had shown off on occasion a few puzzle games that I thought were some of the more obscure ones. Like, you see one of them in this list right here, Batu Tabatu. And I know the first time that I played this, I had completely forgotten how to play it, so I was just kind of stumbling around. But I got back to it, I figured it out, I knew what I was doing. However, I am not focusing specifically on the more obscure stuff this week. This week, I will be focusing on the puzzle games that I tend to think are the best puzzle games on the Nintendo Switch. These are the cream of the crop, the absolute best, and you can see them all right now. It's all within these, what is this, 19 games? Um, and there are more that I could add to here, but I felt like these games were probably the best of the bunch. And I don't really have them in any order. I was kind of just going through and looking at what I have here. Oh, another few I looked at previously. You have Dandy Dungeon here, which I showed off a month or so ago, and Islanders. And so I'm thinking maybe it's best if I go through the other games here because those ones are like I don't want to keep bringing people back to the same games. I figure if you want to see what those games look like, you can look at some of my earlier streams where I go over some of the better obscure games on the Nintendo Switch. Now, if there's anyone in the chat who has an opinion or wants to see a particular one of these games in action, feel free to speak up. Otherwise, I'm just going to go with my gut. Um, so, let's see here. So far, I do not see anyone speaking up in the chat, but I'll give it some time. And for people who are watching this after the fact, I know that I tend to go to the chat a lot, but I want this to be a good opportunity for people to have some sort of interaction here. Usually I'm posting reviews to the subreddit and I post it and maybe, someone will ask a question, maybe I'll answer it, but for the most part I'm done. Here it's free for all. If you want to ask me something, if you want to tell me off, if you want to joke about how terrible I am at some of these games, open season on me. But since I don't see anyone commenting just yet, I think I will start with one of the games that I reviewed this week, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Oh, no, I don't want to play it on my account because that'll just go to the game that I already have in progress. So let's go on this account. Now, this is a game that I had played previously. I had played this on, I believe, the Xbox 360 way back in the day. It is an older game, but it's aged very well. It still looks really gorgeous on Nintendo Switch, and it plays very well too. This game has a really good mix of good visuals, a good non-verbal, non-narrative story, and like some really nice emotional beats too. And I won't spoil it, but suffice it to say that the ending of this game in particular is really something. And you cannot just watch this game to get the full effect of the ending. You have to play it. This is a rare example of a game where a part of the story is told through the gameplay, and you will not get the full extent of the story unless you're actually playing the game. And I find that's very rare. Usually it's games that involve some degree of choice or something like that. And this game does it through another means. Again, I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm just going to say this game is well worth playing. And if you want to get the best feel for this game, you really need to play it. But I'm going to go ahead and play it for you now, at least a little bit, so you can get a good feel for the visuals and sound and kind of what to expect from it. In my review, I didn't really go into the bonus content in this game. I honestly don't tend to look at that unless I'm just really desperate to see more stuff. But they have all kinds of stuff like a director commentary, they have art galleries and stuff. Not going to be looking at that. Excuse me, not going to be looking at that today. Oh man, I don't know what's going on here. I'm choking on myself here. Anyway, I'm just going to start the game. And we want a new game. Okay, now before I start, I will say, technically, this game can be played with 2 players. It is not a game that you want to play with 2 players. In order to get the full effect of this game as it is intended, this is a single-player game. And I don't say that to crap on the 2-player integration into this game. The 2-player gameplay makes sense because this is a 2-character game. However, it's a 2-character game where you're controlling both characters using the 2 analog sticks. And both the gameplay and to some extent the story are designed around one person controlling both characters. And again, not going to get into exactly what that means. Just trust me on this. Do not look at this as a 2-player experience. This is a single-player game. Pretty good character models and really gorgeous environments for a game that's this old. Like I said, it must be, I think, like a decade old by this point. Okay, character models don't look quite as good here. But generally, they're quite good. Jeez, Mom, what's the matter? Can't swim harder? I know I'm really undercutting the seriousness of this scene, but I mean, I gotta make it entertaining, right? I'm here to entertain ya! Oh, kiddo is sad. I'm sad my mom couldn't figure out how to swim 2 feet to get back up above the water. But it's fine, because now I have Ghosty Mom. And Ghosty Mom doesn't need to know how to swim. Oh, but Ghosty Mom leaves me.
Nai! Nai! Ata! Ata, Nai! Ata!
There's really nice environments here. And again, really good nonverbal storytelling. I mean, technically they are talking, but they're not saying anything in English. So the big brother I control with ZL and the left stick. The little brother I control with ZR and the right stick. And I think that's pretty much all the controls there are in the game. So if I'm controlling little brother, I'm using the right stick here, big brother. Okay, they're both on the cart, so it's kind of moving on both anyway. But in order to actually make progress, I need to kind of use them both. This is a really inconvenient place to live. Yeah, I really like that island location. Let's go for that. With the weird bridge that needs to be, like, moved in a weird way. Okay, so now we need to figure out how to get up there. And everything is kind of context sensitive in this game, so I'm still using just the control stick, ZL, and ZR. And here, when I press ZL next to this, it knows that he needs to do an alley-oop thing here, and then I press ZR next to him to get the other end up. And then I do this a thing. Oh. And climb up. Do I need them both on this side or the other side? Yeah. Weird how they designed this thing to be done with two people. Like, man, we couldn't have just made a ramp or something. Oh, that's right. That's the little one. That's the big one. Okay. Sorry. Lucky for them, the healer is the closest guy in town, right? Really beautiful scenery in this game, I feel. Can't do it, brah. What? But he my dad! Shut up, kid. I'm number one here. What? It's true. Talk to the hand. See? I want this tree, dude. It's like my favorite tree. It's really big. And you gotta go, like, all the way over there and get it. And do it. Come on, bro. Let's get the tree so the stupid man will actually do the job. Oh, okay. Yeah, take that, because you're an idiot and you're going to forget what it looks like anyway. Sorry your sons are such morons, dude. Alright. Like, really nice lighting here, too. Lighting and shadows. Hey, we gotta go through here. Nah, I'm an asshole. Oh, sorry. Trying not to swear. You know, it's bound to slip through every now and then. I really do try and watch my language, so sorry about that. The water isn't really looking quite right just here. Usually it looks good, but meh. Oh, that's right. And little bro's like, I can't swim because I'm so scared of what happened to Mom. I guess I'm going this way. God rays! And guy's being a jerk again, so. NecoFlower69 says, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Yeah, I suppose. Oh. NecoFlower69 says, good game. Yes, I agree. That's why I'm playing it. I'm not sure if you caught earlier, but I am going through today some of the best puzzle games on Nintendo Switch. And this game, I feel, definitely qualifies. Rotate the camera. Let's see, what am I doing here? Oh, that's right. At benches and stuff, you can sit down and get a view of the scenery. But we're not doing that now. Oop. Getting disoriented. Wait a sec. Oh, gotta get him to climb up. Oh.
Hey, Nai!
And there's a little jerkwad over there going to block our path again. No, jerkwad doesn't like the dog. Go get him, pupper. Go get him. Get him good. You have little atmospheric bits like this. I don't think that has any bearing on the gameplay or story. It's just kind of a, it's a town. Random stuff is happening in the town.
Hey, hello.
Oh, he's not going to open it for us, huh? We got to find a way to either get him to open it or... No, that's not going to do it. Anything over here? Oh, okay, I'm getting all disoriented again. That's something that happens a lot in this game, is your characters will get mixed up. I do not remember what I'm supposed to do here.
Leila aimez-vous?
Daya?
Oh, Leila aimez-vous?
Oh, pet the cat. Okay. So I need to figure out some way to get this jerk to let us cross. Oh. Little kid knows.
Anna, when Hadi?
Yeah, do your job, man. Do your job. Do your job. Come on, man. Why don't you do your job? What's wrong with you? You just want to get past and you couldn't even do your job. Oh, okay, I'm coming, bro. Well, I got a fair amount to get through, so that's probably a good indication. Just giving you a basic idea of the kind of environmental puzzles that are in this game. I think that should do for now. Okay. Oops. So, let's go on to the next one. Let's do something kind of different. So we have kind of a character-driven puzzle there. Next up, let's do more of an abstract kind of arcade-style puzzle. Do I want to get demonetized when I'm not actually monetizing? Screw it. Let's go Tetris Effect Connected. Ooh, download. Let's see how much there is to download. So here's the thing. I know that the big question that some people will have, especially if you are subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online, is if I'm subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online, I have free access to Tetris 99. Why would I bother buying a Tetris game when I have Tetris 99? And the answer to your question is because Tetris 99 is a crap Tetris game. I'm sorry, I know that is an unpopular opinion, but I'm just speaking truth here. It is poorly balanced. The options are not great. And especially if you're looking for just single-player games, it is not going to cater to your interests. Tetris Effect, on the other hand, is quite possibly, quite possibly the best Tetris game ever made, which I will be showing you in a minute or so once this stupid thing finishes downloading. I'm not sure why there's a download unless it's like a patch. I know at one point there was an issue with a lag thing that was going on in the game that they said they were going to patch out. Maybe this is that patch, which would be cool. It wasn't a very major issue in the first place, so nice that they made sure that everything's working properly, at least assuming that's what this is. So, yeah, let's just go start from scratch with my eShopperReviews profile. Generally, when I play for myself, I play using my profile, and I need to keep reminding myself to use the eShopperReviews profile when I do these streams, because that way it can start fresh. Oh, I'm not gonna, well, maybe I should do online play. Nah. Not gonna mess with it now. If I want to show you the online stuff, I can log into my account. So one thing I'll tell you now about this game, the soundtrack is gorgeous. The visuals are great too, which you wouldn't expect from a Tetris game, but the soundtrack is amazing. Yeah. Huge little contract thing. Probably part of it says don't stream this game. Okay, I'm gonna go journey mode. No, I don't want to link an account. Yeah, this is the mode I want. So it's just going through the basic rules of Tetris here. This is all just standard stuff. You can switch out pieces in a queue. You know, standard Tetris stuff. Hold on, what was that last one? Oh, left stick to zoom in and out. So here is the big new mechanic in this version. I say new, the game has been out for a few years now on other platforms. And it's the zone mechanic, which basically freezes everything and allows you to keep making matches and matches and matches, and then scores them all at once for a bonus. So, you have to fill up a meter and then press ZL and ZR to do it. And it's basically a good way to score a ton of points. And I'm just going to go normal. First level here. And here we go. See, free moving of the camera. So far, pretty standard Tetris game. And really, at its core, that is all this is just Tetris. But like I said, it is best Tetris. This is... There we go. Oh, darn it. I messed up. There we go. I fix. And this is how I tend to play Tetris. I save everything up for a ton of Tetrises all at once, which I've come to find is not great for multiplayer play, but eh. And the sounds are in sync with the music. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. The vibration is really good here too. Like everything is moving in sync and kind of making this cool groove. There's one video online where a Tetris Pro played this game for the first time, and it's amazing seeing an actual pro playing this game. Oh, I didn't even use the zone mechanic. Well, it'll just go on to the next level. Oh man, I love the soundtrack in this game. This would have easily gotten Best Soundtrack of the Year, except it was disqualified because the soundtrack had been out for years before the game came to Switch, so... Oh man. And that's Tetsuya Mizuguchi, who is known for making games where they are in sync with their music. Like, that is his thing, and he does an amazing job of it. So, I'm going to see if I can line up that zone mechanic really well. First things first, I got to get everything prepared. A zone mechanic is also a good way to get out of trouble if you start really running into trouble. Oh, this will be fine. Okay, so now I'm going to zone, and I'm on a timer now, but it's not going to force the blocks down. I have to make them go down myself, and I'm just trying to create as many matches as I can before the time runs out on my zone. Because the more I can make, the better a bonus I will get. And that's it. That's the zone mechanic. It's simple, but it works really well. And otherwise, this is pretty much just Tetris. I mean, it's just Tetris. But it's an amazing version of Tetris. Which is funny, because Tetris is not my favorite classic puzzle game, not even of this type. For that, you got to go to Panel de Pan, which I will not be playing right now, because, I mean, there is a version of it on Switch, but it's not really a Switch game. It's on the Super Nintendo app. And actually, some of the other games I'll be playing today I like more than Tetris Effect, but man, I had to show you Tetris Effect. It's just so beautiful. NecoFlower69 says Tetris is fun. It is. And it's one of those things that's instantly accessible to anyone. Anyone can play Tetris. I mean, you watch it played, and you instantly know how to play this game. And that's one of the things that's beautiful about it. How you doing this evening, by the way, NecoFlower? Doing good, I hope. Making things more difficult for myself, I think. Nico Flower says, tired mostly, but I'm aight. I'm glad to hear you're aight. I also am aight. Being run over by your dog. Oh, don't do that. That's no good. You gotta show who's boss, right? Aren't you the boss, not the dog? Come on, who runs the show here? I think I'll let it go until the end of this current set of levels. They're in like chunks of like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, something like that. And I think I'm in, I want to say the third. Okay, I got a full zone now, so I want to get it set up so that I can maximize my profits, so to speak. Yeah, let's do it now. Nico Flower says the dog is running the show, obviously. See, Stickmaster Faves says, can I please have pin link? I'm not sure what you mean by pin link. If you're talking about like a friend code, I don't give those out to just anyone. So sorry about that. It's nothing against you. I prefer that my friend codes go to people who are just like people I know in real life. BroncoMan456 says, what are you playing? This is Tetris Effect Connected. This is, as I was saying earlier, I believe the best version of Tetris ever made. And it's not very different than you're used to with traditional Tetris. It's just a gorgeous audiovisual presentation and the new zone mechanic, which gives you all sorts of different strategic options, either to save your butt if you're in trouble or to maximize your score if you use it properly when you've kind of built things up. Yeah, today I am playing puzzle games, and specifically, I am playing the games that I think are the best puzzle games on Nintendo Switch. Stickmaster Fave says pin link is when you pin someone YouTube channel link. What would I be linking you to? I'm not sure I understand. Sorry, if I'm a derp because I'm not like a knowledgeable YouTuber here. Bronco Man 456 says play Pudding Monsters. I could. That is a puzzle game, but I'm trying to focus on the really good ones. And while Pudding Monsters is okay, I would not rank it among the best puzzle games on the Switch. Only handheld, though. Kind of hard for me to stream if it's only in handheld because the stream thing that I'm doing is going through the HDMI port in the dock. No, I don't want to link a Nintendo account. No, I don't want to link a Nintendo account. Stickmaster Fave says, can I have mod? I don't give those out to just anyone either. Sorry. Failed to register in the rankings. Well, I'm not aiming to do that. I think that's enough of Tetris Effect Connected. So time to move on to the next one. And yes, you can see I'm queuing up Nintendo Switch Sports for next week when it comes up. That's probably what I'll be playing for next week's stream. Stickmaster Fave says, pin link is when you promote someone's channel. You know, again, I'd prefer to only promote those that I actually personally know and approve of, and I have not seen your channel and kind of can't look at it at the moment. Again, nothing personal, nothing against you, just, you know, trying to maintain a certain consistency here. So, let's see. We did a story-based one. We did a kind of traditional puzzle game. Let's go for something a little different now. Let's go for a Nintendo Switch exclusive because Nintendo published this. Good Job. Now, this game can be played in co-op, and it is a very good co-op game. But it also plays very well in single player. And the premise of this game is you are the idiot son of the company owner who is tasked with going about simple tasks within the company, but you can kind of make a mess of things en route to doing that. So just going to start a game here. It has a very simple presentation, a very clean looking presentation, but one that works very well for the game, I feel. Here comes the big boss with his son. Go ahead, kiddo. You can do it. A preview of things to come. Because son is a derp. Because son is a derp. Neko Flower 69 says this one is so fun. Yes, it is. It's one of the reasons why I'm highlighting it right now. Wow, and still keeping his cutoff tie. Bronco Man 456 says, this son is a failure. Yep, and that's who you're playing as in this game. You are playing the idiot son. Get your work uniform. That's right. Sit down. I said sit. Oh, oh. There we go. Problem solved. Do I want to go around or do I want to go through the boxes? Around or through? You know what? Someone left this box here. I bet I should put it on the... Oh. Wasn't me. Hi! I'm someone completely different who didn't make that mess. Floor 1, Finance, Legal, Accounting. All right. So it's pretty simple controls. There is a jump button, but mostly you're just going around grabbing and releasing things. But they do a good job of mixing it up and giving you different things to do in this game. Oh, their projector blew up. Guess I better get them a new projector. Let's see. Oop, nope, that's not what I want to do. I was looking for the run button. Okay, and in order to power things, you need to... Oops! Sorry, here you go. Oop. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. There we go. Was grabbing onto the wrong thing. Now, technically, you do get bonuses for doing less damage, but where's the fun in that, right? Okay. Oop. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Get out of my way, shelf. Why are you in the middle of the path here? Jeez. Almost like some idiot knocked you down. Idiot that's definitely not me. Okay, I'm gonna guess this needs to go here. Yes. Ooh, and I need to go in there and unlock the door. But that's gonna cause a problem. Because that makes that cord go there. Can I unplug this? Oop! Yes, I can. Maybe plug this in its place? Yeah, but that doesn't fix my problem because I just... Oop! Sorry! I need to move this over here. Bronco Man says, have you seen that they added more DLC to the expansion pass and Splatoon 3 has a release date? Yes, I did. I'm excited about that. I suppose I should not be surprised that they basically swapped the release dates for Splatoon 3 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. When they announced that they were making Xenoblade come out a whole, 2 months early, I'm like, what the heck is going to go into the schedule then? And the answer, of course, is Splatoon. So then the question becomes, what's going to be Nintendo's release for August? Because I had assumed that was going to be Splatoon 3. But now Splatoon 3 is coming out in September. So I think we're going to see an August release announced at E3 from Nintendo. And I am going to set up the projector here. Oops. It's okay. Janitor will handle that. Good job! And I only took 4 minutes and caused $3,000 worth of damage. Oh, that's right. Bronco Man 456 reminds me E3 is canceled. Yes, I know it was canceled. I'm kind of using it as a shorthand, though, because, I mean, they're going to have Summer Games Fest still, and all the companies are going to have big announcements around that time anyway. Even if they don't call it E3, it's still going to be the spirit of E3, even though technically it won't be E3 anymore. So yes, you are correct. I was technically wrong in saying that they'll announce it for E3, but you kind of get what I was getting at, though. They're going to announce it around that time. Or at least I'm pretty sure they will. Nintendo is not just going to let a month like August go by without a major release. That is a pretty significant month for releases. And while they could move Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp to that month, I mean, we still don't know when that's actually coming out, because they delayed that because of, the actual war going on right now. But I kind of feel like, as much as I love the Advance Wars series, I feel like that is not a major enough release to fill that time slot. I feel like maybe they're going to try and slip that in. At this point, I don't know, maybe in May, if we're lucky, or if not, maybe we will see that come out in, I want to say, November, and that'll be the non-Pokemon game that comes out in November. But I'm just spitballing here. Nintendo is hard to predict. So I feel like let's do one more level, and then I will move on to something else. 102. Here we go. Okay, I see something smoking over there. Reroute the internet cable. Someone else messed it up, not me this time. Alright. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So, I could go through here and cause a mess. I feel like I'm going to cause a mess no matter which way I go, but let's see if there's a better way here. You know what? Let me try and play this level doing as little damage as possible and see how much I mess up that goal. So, I have to get through here without knocking down the boxes. Okay. Oh. Oh, I need to power that door if I'm going to go through here. Well, there goes that plan. Come on, come on. There we go. Alright, so... Bronco Man says I have to go. Peace. Good stream. Okay, bye. Well, glad you could show up at least, while you could there. Alright, let's move these boxes out of the way. Now, again, I don't technically have to do this. I could just go through and mess everything up. But I'm going to try and do 0 damage this time. Because I am a thoughtful and conscientious worker. And I'm angling for a promotion. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, no, no! Ah, darn it. Well, there goes that plan. Okay. Okay. all the people waiting to go into the bathroom in my way. Alright. Let's see here. Expensive stuff. Ooh, looks like a hat. Oh. And there goes my hopes of doing it without damage, but I wanted the hat. Okay, I don't know what became of the hat. Just picked up some TP. And a tippe for my bunghole. You know, because I'm mature in making modern references. Why do I keep holding this? Let go. There we go. Okay. Oops. Hooray! I get an A for effort. All right, I think that's enough for that one. So, out of the games that I have in here, does anyone have any requests? Anyone see anything here? They're like, ooh, I want to see what that's like. Because otherwise, I will pick for you. You know, now that we got a few people in the stream, presumably, if you haven't all ditched. I hope you guys are all enjoying yourself so far. And I am seeing no answers, so I will just pick one. And I'm going to pick... You know what? Let's do one that I haven't heard. You know what? Let's do Telus Principle. That's a good one. Oops. Which user did I sign in as? Did I sign in as a user? Hopefully I can just restart the game from the beginning. So, Telus Principle is a first-person puzzle game, which, I mean, the closest point of comparison I think most people are going to make is going to be Portal. But this game doesn't really work with portals. It works with powering up and powering down machines. Ah, now it's making me sign in. Alright. Now, this version that's on Nintendo Switch has both the original game Telus Principle as well as its expansion, Road to Gehenna. I'm just going to start with the basic game here. And this game is interesting in that it combines themes of artificial intelligence and humanity with themes of religiosity. There's a lot of religious overtones here, but that's not to say that this is a super religious game. I'm not sure how well I could explain that. Basically, the religious stuff is kinda, sorta a metaphor, sorta, kinda. It's again hard to explain without going into it. The plot in this game has it's a lot, and you don't have to look at any of it. You can just play the gameplay. But if you want it, there is a surprisingly well-written and deep plot.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
This is something you'll be using a lot in this game. This is a jammer. And jammers turn off machines that are otherwise turned on. So for example, this gate that's standing in my way, if I want to turn it off, put down a jammer. And then I can be cute and grab the jammer, but then I have to go back out again. So a part of this game is just trying to figure out where to place those jammers and what order to place them in. Which doesn't sound like much, but it makes for some really good puzzle gameplay. Alright. Oh! And that's a dangerous thing. Those glowy ball-looking things are bombs. And I don't want to mess with that unless I have a jammer that can deactivate it, because otherwise it will kill me. So. I have that, but now we got another problem. Turdy over there, he's gonna kill me too if I go in that general direction. I can be off to the side, but the moment I try and go down that path, it will see me and it will kill me. So I need, hey look, another jammer. But what if I want to be clever about this, and what if I need another jammer later? What I can do is, I can use this jammer over here to jam that, and then I can pick this one up, and the bomb is still jammed. So, and now I can pick this up and I can use it again later. I have an extra jammer I can use. I don't remember if I actually need one later or not, but I have one in case I do. Here, I'll set it down for now. I can always come back to it. Nothing in this game is particularly reflex-based. You don't need to, like, have good timing or anything for the most part. It's mostly just thinking through the puzzles.
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome. And within each, I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
No, the sigils that you need to find are actually past puzzles. And I think that the purple doors here prevent me from taking things like this jammer with me. Yeah. Forces me to leave that out there because it wants me to only use the stuff that's in this puzzle for this puzzle. So here we have a jammer. And I see another jammer there, a couple of bombs over there, and there's a doorway here. So right off the bat, I know that I am not likely going to be able to take this jammer outside of this area, but maybe I can use this jammer to jam that gate so I can get the other jammer out of that area over there. And just making sure to look around so I don't miss anything. And so this is jamming the gate too, but now that I have a second jammer on the gate, I am good to go. So, got a couple of bombs there. And there's the sigil that I want to get. So the question is, how do I get over there when I still have another bomb there? Oops. And that tells me he's getting close. Well, I know what I can do. And that's this. Now that I've gotten the other jammer out of there, I don't need the first jammer jamming that gate. And now I feel like I've said the word jammer way too much, so I apologize for that. Ooh. Well, that works. Well, I think I got them both, so I am good to go. Knock, knock. And I got it.
You will not need this sigil to open the gate to my temple, but it may serve you in times to come.
Whee! Running, 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 whee! Take you with me. Whee! Running, running, running. Again, running not necessary, but makes things go faster. Oh, and the signs I should show you. update to show you whether or not you've gotten the pieces. So this X appeared there when I got the sigil from there. And okay, I haven't gotten those yet, so let's go here. Okay. Ooh. Now I can outrange it, but if I try to go closer, it'll shoot me. And, well, there is, I mean, you can kind of sort of die in this game. It's not violent. Like, it doesn't show blood or anything. I mean, I'm playing an Android, so, you know, there's no blood to be had. And it'll just resurrect me in the body of another Android if I die. Okay, nothing in here. Anything over here? Nope. Okay, I just got a jammer here. Alright. Well, the first obvious thing is to use the jammer on that. Because otherwise I won't be able to get over there. Oh, I see a cord. I bet that powers up the thing. Yep. So, if I go over here, if I turn that off, then I won't need to jam it anymore. Yep. Okay. And... oops. Ah. Alright. And it gives me an easy path to get back to the entrance.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.
So, I think that'll probably do it for Telus Principle here. I don't want to waste too much time on any one game because I'm trying to show you a variety here. So, let's move on to the next. Again, anyone has any thoughts on which of the games in this category that they want to see, just shout it out and I will give it a try. But barring that, let's do World of Goo. World of Goo is interesting because World of Goo is a game that you can play with a single Joy-Con. Ooh, there's a download for it. What is that? No, it was something quick. I'm guessing just some sort of patch or something. And before I get started, actually, Oop, nope. Okay, good. It's going to prompt me to get a Joy-Con. So I am actually going to use the Joy-Con that is currently attached to the Switch. Oh, place it on a flat surface. Pick it up. Point at the screen and press plus to center the cursor. And I can recenter it at any time. Cool. This company has a lot of games on Switch, and I will say pretty much all of them are good. Good music in this game, too. Does it already have me... Let's just start at the beginning here. I guess I've already played it in this profile. So I'm using the motion control here. The motion controls work very well in this game. And again, like it says, if you ever want to recenter it, you just press the plus button. And what you do is you grab onto the goo balls, and you're using it to build structures. You can use it to build towers and bridges, basically. And you're trying to get the goo balls to the exit. Alright. Good to go. Alright. On to the next one. Easier than it looks. Yeah, this level's pretty easy. From across a small divide, another mysterious pipe appeared up in the sky. Its opening looked warm and inviting. The goo balls seemed to wonder where it might lead. The sign painter. By the way, this is my ringtone. One of the sounds these guys make. I'll point it out when it comes up. Oh, and I'm waking him up by building near him. Now, it's starting very simple right now, but it gets more complex as things go on. Alright. Hang low. Rob Whitaker says hi. Hi, Rob Whitaker. How you doing? This cave looks like it's been undisturbed for thousands of years. Until now. When the pipe broke through the ceiling above, the sunlight must have blinded these rare albino goo balls. They didn't seem to notice when it began to snow. Maybe they would wake up if they had something to jump onto. The sign painter. Well, we can make that happen, can't we? Rob Whitaker says, what kind of game is this? This is a puzzle game. It's called World of Goo. And in this game, you are using the various goo balls to build structures. In this case, I'm building a hanging thing so I can collect up all the goo balls that are down below. But you build bridges, you build towers. Yep. That's right. Come to me, my little goo balls. Come to me. Okay, and I'm hoping they're going to wake up on their own. No? Okay, I guess I need to do this. Because now I need to build up to the pipe. So, let's do there. So it's well supported. And there. That's the sound that I have on my phone, by the way. That tomato. And Jen can confirm that. She knows I do not make this up because I'm a dork. There it is again. Okay, no stragglers. By the way, point of trivia, I believe this was my very first game on Switch. Because when I first got my Switch... Loud. I had played this game on the Wii previously, and I knew I liked it. So I wanted to get something cheap and that I knew I liked when I first got my Switch. So this was the first one I gravitated toward. And I'm glad I did. It's a very good game. Rob Whitaker says, I had to join very late mostly. I join your live stream as soon as it starts. but it didn't say you were live streaming, so I didn't see. But then when I checked about an hour later, you were live streaming. I don't know. I don't know why it would or wouldn't announce it. I think I'll do maybe one more level, and then I'll move on to a different game. Ah, here we go. Now we're starting to get a little tricky, because now I need to climb my way up without having anything firm to attach to. And I have the green ones, which you can keep reusing. So, if a goo ball falls into a well 10 meters deep and climbs up 3 meters each day, but slides down 2 meters at night, uh-oh, sounding like a math problem, will he still look fabulous in the morning? Maybe if he were to brace against the walls as hard as he could leave the ground behind. Your friend, the sign painter. And up here we got another one. Some winners are bigger than other winners. Look in each area's menu for more important information. With distinction, the sign painter. So I got to get up to that pipe, but all I got are the goo balls that are here. So, let's start, by, I want to try and press up against the walls. And make sure that I'm still giving it structure even as I go. Oh, it's starting to get wider. It's going to get trickier now. I should probably make this wider too. All right. Rob Whitaker says this seems like a fun game. It is. I'm trying to highlight the best puzzle games right now. So this is one of my favorite puzzle games on the Switch. Oop, it slipped a bit. So, if I do there, but that's going to pull it closer in, and I want it to spread out. There, let's remove that and then do like that. Okay, so what if I go here and here, and I kind of spread myself out further. There we go. And now I can start pulling from here and it won't fall down as much. So if you ever had any inkling of being a structural engineer, this is actually a pretty good game for you to play. Not that it's going to teach you how to be a structural engineer, but because it's going to be right up your alley, I think. Because that is what this game is about, is all that structural engineering. All right. And... okay. Working our way up, up, up. By the way, these white flies that are buzzing around, those, if I click on them, it'll undo the last move. Alright. There. Oh, getting close to the exit now. There we go. So now I want to try and get as many goo balls up there as possible. So I'm just going to fling this guy up. And he's going to crawl his way up there. All right. Now, the more I remove, the more unstable this is going to become, but I'm just trying to get as many as I can. I've already completed the level, basically. That ought to be safe. Alright, I can go for the one on the left here, the one on the right. Oh. Stopped pulling? I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get any more. Oh, at least one more. That'll pull it apart. Yeah, I think I've reached my limit. Oh, nope. Gonna get one more. At least. And yeah, that was it. But that's fine. I've more than completed the level. Alright, so that was World of Goo. So, before I move on, I am going to change back to a Pro Controller because that is my preference. That particular game actually plays very well with a single Joy-Con. That's kind of how it's designed to play. But most games I prefer with the Pro Controller. So, I'm going to go back to my group here. Again, going to open it up for anyone in the chat if you have a request for any of the games you see here. I have all of what I feel are some of the best puzzle games, if not all of the best puzzle games on the Nintendo Switch in this menu here. I am so happy that we have folders now. Oh, it makes my life so much easier. So, if you have any requests here, feel free to name them. Otherwise, I'm just going to pick one. And you're going to be stuck watching whatever I decide to play. Excuse me. But barring that, you know, I never hear anyone talk about Gems of War. And I'm going to go ahead and play that because one of the things, and I need to play that on my account because you really need an online account for this game. Gems of War is free to play. And you can technically get it on your smartphone. And actually, that's my preferred way to play it. I don't usually play it on Nintendo Switch, but it's still perfectly playable on Nintendo Switch. It's a perfectly fine game. It's just, you know, I have my cell phone with me all the time, and it plays really well with a touchscreen. So, this game is made by some of the same people who made Puzzle Quest. So, let's get my money. Alright, so let's see. Let's go to... Actually, let's go to a new kingdom here. Alright. And I'm going to go on the quest. So, there's a story in this game, but it is a boring story, and it's just skip! Nobody cares about the story.
Gods, lend us your strength.
Nope, skip. So like I said, this is free to play. If you're curious to try it, you can just download it and give it a try yourself. It does have microtransactions, I'm warning you now, but you really don't need to spend money on this game to enjoy it. So, this game is going to play a lot like stuff like Bejeweled, games like that. And it's mixing those elements with the elements of an RPG where I'm powering my characters to attack the enemy. And you can attack directly by matching skulls, but most of the time that's not available to you. And you're using different kinds of magic to power your characters. So if you look on the left, you see over there, I have one character who's powered by green magic, one who's powered by purple, one who's powered by blue and purple, and one who's powered by red and black. So those are the colors I want to focus on. But if you score 4 in a row or more, you get a free turn. So those are always going to be your priority. I also have to be careful that I don't make things easy for the opponent, because they get a turn after I get one. So right now, what are my moves? I can do 10 damage to an enemy. I can summon a minion and death mark an enemy. I can web a random enemy and summon a minion, and I can destroy gems and summon a minion. For right now, I want to focus on green and green, blue, purple, but mostly green if I can. So let's go up here. Oh, and they gave me a 4 in a row. And that gave me this. So you see I'm attacking the enemy. And all of my different characters over here on the left have their own stats, which you can upgrade as you progress. And you can swap out your party members with other party members. And a part of the skill in this game is trying to create a party that's going to have a good synergy with each other. So, let's do...
Mana Surge.
I've powered up some of my spells here. Yeah, let's cast
Either with us or against us.
Burning that enemy. Okay. Let's see. I could use the this guy's ability, but I want to wait until he's actually got a slot to summon a creature into. Right now, all of my slots are full. So, let's do this. Oh, I just gave him the skulls that he can match. Boo. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, what did we power up there? Death Mark. I'm gonna hold off on that. Gotta be careful that I don't give him max. Oh, and he burned to death because I burned him earlier. I'm running out of options. I think I have to do this, which is unfortunate because it gives him a match. But I guess he didn't see it. Works for me. Rob Whitaker says, I haven't even been playing my Switch that much because of school. Hey, good that you're focusing on your studies. That's what's important. Right. And I've gotten rid of half of the enemies, which is cool. I think after one match of this, you've gotten a good gist of it, and I'll move on to the next one. What is this purple wolf thing here? Oh, I guess that helps him? Oh, it gives him lycanthropy. Turns into a random beast. Yeah, that doesn't necessarily help me, so I'm not going to aim for it. Alright, well, I can use that. 2 damage to an enemy. 2 damage to this way. Alright, got an opportunity. Here comes another. Rob Whitaker says, I might try this game, but I don't really like these types of games. What specifically do you not like, Rob? Do you just not like the match 3 puzzle games, or what is it about this that you don't care for? Burn! Ha ha. There we go. Should be able to finish it next turn, I think.
You're either with us or against us.
Alright. And I am not going to continue because I feel like that's a good enough indication of that game. So let's go on to the next. We still got a little over half an hour left, so I can still show you a few others. So, since I'm talking to Rob Whitaker here, what did you not what do you not care for in regards to that type of game? And maybe I can find a different type of puzzle game that'll appeal to you a bit more. And while you are answering that, I am going to very quickly go AFK. I will be right back. Okay, I am back, and Rob Whitaker says, I don't know why I don't like these types of games. You know what? Fair enough. I don't know what to tell you. I am focusing on puzzle games today. That's kind of what I'm doing, but maybe next week, better luck. Let's do Grindstone. Oh, another download thing. Jeez. Everybody be patching their software. Okay, if that's going to take 4 minutes, I will not wait for it. I will do something else. Baba is you. Oh, that's going to take a download. Yeesh. Okay. Tricky Towers. You know what? That's a bit more arcadey. Maybe Rob, this might be a bit more up your alley. Actually, I don't need to go to a different account for this one. This one is a really good competitive puzzle game. One where, like, if you're in a party kind of scenario, really fun with 2 to 4 players competing with one another. And let's do local. Oh, it's going to require more players. Online? Oh, just do single player. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Trials. So there are 3 different types of game modes in this game. And I can really quickly show all of them. Let's see. Nudge. Light magic, dark magic. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So in this mode, race, you are trying to get up to the top as quickly as you can. And if you're in multiplayer, you're trying to do so before the other player can. And it doesn't need to be clean like in Tetris. Like, I'm not trying to make it so that there aren't any holes in the middle. My main concern is that it's stable, because I'm trying not to get things to tip over. And I just need to get past that top part, and there we go. So next up is survival, and with this one, you are trying to place pieces without making mistakes. If you make mistakes, you lose health. You lose too much health and you die. So again, it's all about making a stable thing. Oh, and he's used a thing to try and mess me up. That's okay, I got this covered. Rob Whitaker says, I think I know what you should do next week for your live stream. You should do Nintendo Switch Sports since it comes out on Friday and you make a... That was what I had planned. I've already committed to getting Nintendo Switch Sports. I do not do that all the time. I do not often buy games on the day they come out. I am not made of money. But because Nintendo Switch Sports was the patron-voted game for this month, that is a game I will be reviewing ASAP. And so, yes, I will be getting it on the day it's released. That works. But yes, that was my plan. I will very likely be playing Nintendo Switch Sports in next week's stream. Play There Is No Game Wrong Dimension. I'm trying to stick to games that are games that I consider the best on the Switch, and I actually haven't played There Is No Game yet, so I can't say whether I would include that with these games. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's a puzzle. I'm pretty sure it is a puzzle game, but I haven't played it, so I feel like I'd just be going in blind. And I'm trying to make recommendations here. I'm trying to make good recommendations. And I've heard very good things about that game, but I have not gotten to it just yet. I actually only just got it because it only went on sale for the first time just recently. Okay, in this game mode, you are trying to fit as many pieces as possible under the laser. And yeah. Oh, I've heard really good things about There Is No Game. Believe me, I'm not saying no because I think it's a bad game or because I don't think it's a puzzle game. The only reason I'm saying no is because I have not played it yet, and so I cannot vouch for it personally. And I'm trying to make recommendations here and not just go in blind. Okay, I feel like that's enough for Tricky Towers, though. Alright, so next up. But Bronco Man, is there a game in the list here that you'd be curious to see? So far, I've already played Brothers. I've played Tetris Effect. I played Tricky Towers. A month ago, I played Babazi or Batu Tabatu. I played Gems of War a moment ago. I played Telus Principle a little bit earlier. I played Dangy Dungeons and Islanders a few weeks ago. I played World of Goo and Good Job tonight. So let's see, we got Grindstone. Excellent choice. I was kind of considering playing that anyway. Grindstone, I think, was my pick for best puzzle game on Switch last year. So definitely a good one to go for. Oh, but I don't want to play as that profile. I want to play as the Nintendo Switch profile so I can, or the eShopperReviews profile so I can go in fresh. Because I forget how to play these games. It's been so long since I played it. That's the problem with playing as many games as I do, is you rarely get to go deep into one. And if you do, you really have to carve out time for it. So Grindstone, the premise is fairly simple. You are trying to go through light-colored monsters, as many of them as you can, and form a chain. Hooray, mudflats! Kill monsters, get money. George has one job, slaying mushy creeps and grabbing as many grindstones as he can. Long way to the top of this wretched mountain. Let's go! Let's go! All right. Yeah, I can do it this way. That's fine. Rah! You can only go through creeps of the same color, but if you manage to go through 10 or more in one go, special things can happen. Oh, I made a fancy little glowy jewel. And the jewel lets you swap colors. So, do I want to go that way or do I want to go that way? Let's go back to that. Okay, and ooh, I want to go green this time. By the way, on a touch screen, this controls really, really well. It's okay with the gamepad, but I feel like it's better with the touch screen in portable mode. I need to slay 55 creeps to get to the exit. Oop, nope. That way, there we go. So many monster chunks. Rob Whitaker is saying hello to everyone. Glad to see you all being sociable. The exit door is open. You can leave whenever you want by selecting the path to the door. But the longer you hang around, the more dangerous enemies will become. Remember to exit before you're KO'd or you lose everything you picked up. What do I want to go through? I think... this creep is all fired up and ready to fight back. If you end the path on any of those dangerous squares, he'll get attacked. Kill the angry creeps or try to avoid them. So, those are the squares I can't end on unless I kill him first. That's fine. I'm up for killing. Boy, I sure do love killing. Let's go. Nope. This way. Oh yeah. Ooh. Fine, I'll kill you purple guys first then. See how you like it. Starting to get more dangerous. Let's get dangerous. Rob Whitaker says, I'm getting tired, so I'm going to go soon. Alright, I will finish this level, and then maybe 1 or 2 more after this. Alright, I think I've had enough of this level, so let's just do this. And as you keep going through the game, you get to upgrade abilities and you get powers and stuff. Just all around really good game. And great presentation, really fun, like a nice visceral feel as you slice through all the creeps. Okay, so I think that's enough of Grindstone. Looks like we got 15-20 minutes left, so let's see. I don't think I'll be able to work through all the puzzle games tonight, but who knows, maybe. So Rob Whitaker, any requests out of what we have here before we get going? And I'll tell you now, if anyone requests Ironcast, it might take a bit to get into. But that is a possibility, I suppose. Oh, Rob Whitaker is this sleepy. Hey, if you need to go, you need to go. Believe me, I don't... You guys are not required to join in, although I do appreciate you coming here. It's nice to know that people actually care, you know? Anyone else? Bronco Man or Neko Flower, anything you want to see? Rob Whitaker's got nothing. All right. Well, if Neko Flower is saying hi and bye to Rob, I'm guessing. All right. If nobody has any strong feelings on this, I'm gonna go and play Chime Sharp, because this is another game that I don't think I hear many people talking about, and this is a really good one to just chill with, I feel. Produced by Chilled Mouse. Go figure. And this is actually the second or third game in the series. I really like the original Chime as well. I think it was on Xbox 360. So these are all different songs. I can't remember which of these songs I like in particular, so I'll just start with the first one. I'm just going to do standard. And the idea is that I am able to place the Tetris-like pieces anywhere, and I'm trying to create squares or rectangles of 3 by 3 or greater. And when it does that, eventually it will clear, and then it will mark that part of the grid. And I'm trying to cover as much of the grid with markings as I can. But I do not want to leave spare pieces because that works against me. So... oh, and I gotta hurry up or it's gonna finish, and I don't necessarily want it to finish just yet. Come on. There we go. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it any bigger. Oh, wait. Yeah! Yeah, I think that's about all I'm going to be able to do with this one. That's fine. So now I'm going to just try and make more. And that has not cleared yet. It's still taking up space, but eventually it will clear. Yeah, see, it's taking up space. So now I can make more matches in there, but I'm trying to take up as much space on the board as possible, so that's not really my goal. Oh, that was a bad placement. And you see, the older a piece is, the darker it gets, and that's saying, you know, hey, you better use this up more quickly or you'll get penalized for putting down a piece you're not actually planning on using. Let's do there. Okay. Rob Whitaker is heading out. Okay, good that you dropped by. It was nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Oh, that piece is flashing, which means I gotta clear it or I will get penalized for it. Aha! And now those pieces are flashing. It's fine. It won't mean the game is going to be over for me, but I'd like to avoid it if I can. And I'm running out of time. No, I don't want to link a Nintendo account. Let's do next stage. Hopefully they have me in longer. Usually it's better to start in a corner. That way you can get more coverage more easily. Controls are a little bit stiff, which is one of the complaints I'd have here, but I mean, it's still a good game. Oh, I actually made that in time. I was not expecting that. Still prefer the music in Tetris Effect, but this is pretty good too. Ah, that was a clean one. Nice. Oh, this is gonna be good too. Yeah. best if you can to make complete shapes rather than overcomplicating things. Sorry I'm not talking much, I'm actually kind of focusing on the gameplay here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I feel like the gameplay is pretty straightforward. As soon as I'm done with this level, I'll move on to next. I should probably try and spread out. Alright, that's enough of that one. We got 10 minutes left before the end of this one, so that should be enough for at least one more. Let's see. What the heck? Let's go for Baba Is You. Baba Is You is pretty unique as far as puzzle games go. Actually, let's start fresh. Baba Is You is a puzzle game where, in order to solve the puzzles, you need to change the rules of the puzzles. Good to see you, Rob. Rob's heading out. Oh, that's right. They added a level editor. Oh, man. I'm going to have to toy around with that at some point, but not today. New adventure. Baba Is You. Oh, Kiki is move. So every time I press the button, it's making Kiki move. And if you look up in the upper left corner, it had Baba Is Sleep. Baba is the little white guy, this guy here in the middle. And then Kiki is the brownish guy. Rob Whitaker says, see you next Friday. See you next Friday, Rob. And when Kiki moved up to the left, it pushed Baba away from Baba Is Sleep, so Baba wasn't asleep anymore. And now Baba is me. Welcome. These adventures showcase entirely new words and surprises. Oh, this is a new game mode. I did not play this in the original, I guess. So, over here you have wall is stop, door is push. So I can push the door, apparently. Aha. And flag is win. Hey, I won. Okay. So, let's move on to level 1. Who is it? It is you. Water is stop. Eye facing it is move. What? I guess this is it. Arrow follow it. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I is I. I is defeat. And I can't read the thing under the logo there. I'm guessing, yep, that kills me. Oops. Okay, so I'm rewinding the gameplay here. So I can make arrow me. But that's not going to work because then they're still going to be in my way. So let's see. Can I push No, I cannot push defeat out of the way. I is I. I wonder if I can push this over here so I follow it. Nope, that's not going to help either. Okay, hold on. I need to return to the menu because this is introducing advanced stuff and I want to just start the game new. Okay, yeah, this is the core game. So starting from the beginning. Sorry about that. Okay, Baba is you. Wall is stop. I have flag and is and win. So I'm in here and I'm stuck in here because of the walls. But if I don't want to be stuck in here, I can move wall away from wall is stop and now wall won't stop me. But the flag doesn't do anything. I need to make it so that flag is win. Now flag is win, so I can go to there and win. However, it can get even more silly. What if I don't want flag as win? Oops, where did I just lost the wall. Oh, there it is. I just couldn't see it. So, now wall is win. Like I said, you're kind of rewriting the rules as you go. Now what is this? Oh, now wall is me, flag is stop, and Baba, and okay. So, let's make it so flag is no longer stop. Okay. And it said I could make it so Baba is win, but there's no Baba here. There's none. The white guy isn't here. So let's make it so that flag is win again. And that's kind of the logic of the puzzles in these games. You are trying to figure out how to make it so that you win by changing the rules of the puzzle. So water is sink, rock is push, flag is win. Okay. Well. Alright. Oh, but now I can't get over there, so what do I do? Well, what I do is, I stop thinking so literally, and I change it so that rock is win. Alright, level 4. Still out of reach. Rock is push, skull is defeat, flag is win, Baba is you. Okay, so I can push the rocks. But I can't go through the skulls because the skull is defeat. Well, how about I do this? And now I pushed it out of the way. And I win. Hopefully it makes sense what I'm doing in these puzzles here. Volcano. Baba is you. Rock is push. Baba is melt, which means I should not go into the lava. Lava is hot, which means it will melt me. And wall is stop. And flag is win over on the right. So, what do I do? Well, first things first, I got to get past Baba is you. And you got to be careful, because if I push this, now nothing is me, and I can't do anything. So I have to undo. Same if I push this. So I have to push Baba is you out of the way. So, let's push this over here. And let's get the rock out of the way. Okay, so I can make it so rock is lava, but that'll just turn the rock into lava. That won't help me. I can't move the rock out of there. The rock is nestled in there. But I can move the lava and his push. Well, what I can do then, I could try making it so that lava is push. and I push the lava out of the way. Let's go here. Off limits. Wall is stop. Baba is you. Flag is win. Skull is defeat. Rock is stop. Okay. So I can't go through the rocks. Baba is me. Well, first things first. I can get it so that the wall is no longer stopped, so I can go through the wall. How about I make it so that wall is me? And the wall went to the flag and won. Alright, next up. Baba is you, flag is win. Oh, no, wait. Flag and win, but there's no flag is win, and grass is stop. Interesting, I don't see wall is stop. But it doesn't matter, does it? Okay, so I have to make something win. I could make Baba is win, but that wouldn't help because then I wouldn't be able to do Baba is me. But since the words work both vertically and horizontally, I can do flag is and then push win over there. All right, on to the next area. Icy waters. Baba is you and sink, which let's get rid of that sink. We don't need that. We have wall over there. Nico Flower says you're very smart. Well, thank you. Jelly is sink. Wall is stop. Okay. Well, how about Baba is you and wall? Nope. Hold on, I got an idea. I can push this out over here. There we go. And now we can make wall and Baba is me. And now I'm moving it all around. Oops. Gotta be careful though, because it's moving everything with it. So there we go. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of this one. Well, technically we're at 9 p.m. Man, I've almost gone through all of the puzzle games I wanted to go through this evening. That is great. Let's see. What do I have left? I have Luminesce, Battle Chef Brigade, which would take too long to explain at this point. Iron Cast, which would take too long to explain. Puzzle and Watch Collection, which it's easier to show what's great about that in handheld mode. Wilmot's Warehouse. You know what? Let me make the last one Luminesce Remastered. And this is made by the same folks who made Tetris Effect Connected. So visually, it will look very similar. But it plays differently. And out of all of these puzzle games, if there was one that I just wanted to sit down and relax to, this would be it. Challenge. Basic, sure. Now, this game originally came out on the Sony PlayStation Portable, and so it's been a long journey to get here, but it was the best game, in my opinion, the best launch title on PlayStation Portable. So this is kind of like Chime in that I am trying to create squares. And it's kind of like Tetris Effect Connected in that it's very much about its music as well. Like the blocks don't clear until the time bar passes them, and the time bar is going according to the music. And as you progress through the game, you get different songs, and the different songs have different kinds of tempos, which change how you play because the speed of the clear line changes. And this is kind of the sweet spot you want to get into in this game, where you can just get into a pattern of clearing one color over and over again like this. Like now I'm clearing orange, now I'm clearing gray, now I'm clearing orange, and now I'm clearing orange again, and now I'm clearing gray. Went too soon there. You gotta watch your timing on this so that'll happen. Now I'm gonna clear all the gray. Now I'm gonna clear all the gray again. Now I cleared all the orange. And there's not much to it when you're doing well, but it's like when things start stacking up, then you have to be more careful about, like, just kind of giving you a feel for that. So, yeah, if I wanted to start clearing stuff, I'd have to think about what's going to make squares and rectangles. And again, it might seem very simple now, but when the game gets really fast and intense, it can get more difficult. This is just kind of, you know, level 1, basically. Let's do here. Okay, this glowy block, when you clear it, it makes a path to clear everything that's the same color. If I had to pick one puzzle game on the Nintendo Switch that was my outright favorite, this is probably it. Although a lot of the other ones that I've gone over this evening come pretty close. And some of the ones that I haven't played this evening, but I played before, are pretty high up there too. Like, man, I really love Islanders. Yeah, see, and already I've made good progress on clearing everything back to where it was, but I've had to work at it. And for me, this is kind of second nature because I've been playing this game, like I said, since the launch of the PlayStation Portable, so it's been a while. But it takes some time to get a feel for where things need to go. Okay, I feel like that's enough for now. And I think that's a good stopping point for the stream. So for those of you who've stuck it out, I hope that some of these games looked interesting to you. Bronco Man 456 asks, what's your favorite puzzle game? Oh, overall. Okay, for on Nintendo Switch, specifically for Switch, Probably Luminesce Remastered, although I could cheat because my favorite all-time puzzle game is technically on the Switch through the Nintendo Switch Online Super Nintendo app, and that is a game called Panel de Pon. And you know what? I'll go ahead and it wasn't in my list, but I'll go ahead and play that now, just so you can get a feel for it. Because why not? Might as well end on what I consider to be quite possibly the best puzzle game of all time, if it'll actually load up here. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. No? You gonna freeze on me? Oh, there it goes. It just needed... Ah! I think it's gonna be the second one here. Yep. All right. So, if I had to pick from just Nintendo Switch games, probably my favorite Nintendo Switch puzzle game is Luminesce Remastered. But, if I get to include these as well, my favorite puzzle game is actually here. Did it get filtered up to the top? Where is it? Ah. So, it's all Japanese text in this game, but you don't really need to be able to read Japanese to understand it. You just, you can look at a guide online to pick the right menu option. So I'm just going to go for one-player game, and I'm going to go for the first option here. Actually, let's see. Versus. I'll play versus computer. Now let's do normal. Yeah, I don't understand you, lady. Don't care. So I am the one on the left, and I'm playing against the one on the right, and I am trying to create combos and chains. Alright, so... okay. Oops. Yep, there we go. Oop. Ah, darn it. I'm a little out of practice. That, and there's a little teeny bit of lag because of the stream. Oh, darn it. That's fine. And it might not seem like much, but when you play this competitively with someone else who knows how to play, oh man, this is so much fun. Oh, there we go. You know what? I just realized I have the game playing on my TV. I don't need to be watching the stream in order to play it. All right, let's see if I can actually get some good chains going here. Nope, don't care. Do not care about the story. Okay, do this and... oh, darn it. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Okay. That's fine. Oh, darn it. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, come on. There we go. I am not playing at my best right now. Jen and I like to play this game together sometimes, and if she was playing me right now, she might actually beat me, because I am playing derpy tonight. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's do this, and this. There we go. Ah. Okay, I feel like that's good enough. You get a good feel for it. And I'm going longer than I'd intended to. You got an extra 15 minutes out of me by asking me that question. So good on you, Bronco Man 456. All right, I think that will do it for this stream. Thank you all again, everyone who showed up, who asked questions. And I hope you found something there of interest. Again, Gems of War is free to play, although it has microtransactions, so beware of that. And if you have Nintendo Switch Online, you can jump into the Super Nintendo app to play that game that I just played, Panel de Pon. Bronco Man 456 says, okay, good stream. Also definitely getting Grindstone after this is on my Switch. It looks fun. It is really fun. And I only played a little of it tonight, but it does get deeper as you go further in. And there's just a really good visceral feel to it as you're slicing through enemies and you get to jump and chain from one color to another. And yeah, really great stuff. But I mean, I feel that way about all the games I played tonight. All of the puzzle games I played, I feel are some of the best puzzle games on the Nintendo Switch, if not just outright the best puzzle games on Switch. So I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you again next week. As I said before, it is my intention that next week I will be streaming Nintendo Switch Sports, since I will be getting that game to review as soon as it comes out, and so I should have that to stream next Friday. I will see you all then. Have an excellent night. Thank you all again for showing up.